Well, alrighty there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting a new series here, I think. Hold on. I thought I had my stuff adjusted, but I guess I didn't. So here I am. Hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully you're not hearing all kinds of noise as I adjust the microphone and all that. So I'm going to attempt, as you can see, to play a little bit of Dirt 3. I managed because, so, a little background. Dirt 3. Well, so what happened was, Dirt 3 was a Games for Windows Live game, and as you may or may not know, Games for Windows Live dropped their support entirely.
Hi, welcome to Dirt 3. I'm Ellie, your business agent, and we're really excited that you've decided to sign with us.
Yeah,
now, before we move on, let's get your details for the contract.
So, let's go, Pack. Oh. My forename. Yeah, surname. That'll do that. Male, national, okay. Yeah, and there. So anyway, it was a... So, let's see if I can... That's not what I wanted. Can I go back? Thank you. Let's go nicknames. Pinky, huh? No, we're not going to go Pinky. We're going to go Wolf. Go casual, continue. Anyway, so there was an issue with Games for Windows Live where they dropped it, and so, but the only way to play the game was to log in through Games for Windows Live. Particularly if you wanted to do
if you're ready to start the Dirt Tour, the first championship series is waiting for you.
Multiplayer.
Or you can also check out
and so
totally
we had some wait time because they had to do some work on getting it to where it needed to be. Let's go Dirt Tour.
Fantastic. We've signed you up to a 4-season
so
contract.
Basically what happened was they gave
what
everybody who had the
to.
original Dirt 3
Selecting the season will show
a copy
you what's
of the
currently
Dirt
available
3
to you.
Complete Edition as sort of a thank you for being patient with us. It took us 2 years to get this thing fixed. We're still annoyed that they didn't fix Dirt 2. And it's basically
to start off your first season, I've signed
dead
you up
game
for the
now.
Alpine Stars Trophy.
But,
it's a
you know,
great
what can you
place
do?
for us to get noticed.
I have my wheel hooked up, my Logitech Momo. I don't have the really expensive one, I have the cheapy one, but it works, and it's all I need for what I do, so that's fine. So there is that. So I'm hoping it's actually set up. If it's not set up, I'm going to be a little annoyed, but
Chief Mechanic.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'm really
Let
good
me know
at,
which event you want to
managing things.
and I'll fill you in on the details.
So as far as I know, everything's working.
Okay, Rally is a skilled, fast-paced discipline.
So I'm just going to play a couple of
Rapid-fire
races
staggered starts
to get a feel
means that your
for it and
opponents are
see
just
if
around the
it's
corner,
something
so
that
keep an eye on
I
who's
feel
doing
like I
what.
can
The races are point to
use
point,
as a video
and the
because
stages take place on
I'm
a
not
variety
sure
of terrains and landscapes
the
that will challenge you
graphics
technically.
might be a little taxing on my
Anticipating what's
system
next is the
if
key
I'm
to
running
success. Finish times are added across the stages.
I'm running
so
the
every second
OBS
counts,
in the background.
Literally.
That
The
has a
shortest
tendency
overall
to
time wins.
do stuff like that. So, all right, we're good to go. I'm going to give this a shot.
Based on
I'm
your
hoping that
driving
my
record,
wheel
a
is...
couple of teams have contacted me.
I've got the
They're
light
both
on.
great teams, but we'll have
So-
more to choose from as your driver rep increases.
If you want to increase your reputation, just pay attention to me. I'll turn you into an international
Yeah.
sensation in no time.
This is the only problem with
That's
this,
fine,
is I have to
Christian,
literally
thanks.
wait
Why
till they
don't we
go
let
through
our
all
driver
this.
choose a team?
Who do I want? Now, why wouldn't I do that?
Great, let's get started.
Bigger rep. So I'm doing a single player. Later on I might team up with some of my friends online and do some racing in multiplayer. I'm playing in windowed mode on my separate monitor. I have an external monitor.
Welcome to Finland. This is one of the most iconic rally locations in the world.
External
There's no
monitor
shortage of
does...
jumps, so make sure
It
you
has a
don't lose
lower
control.
refresh
Some
and a
of the
lower
greatest rally
resolution,
drivers have raced
but it's a
here.
bigger
It's home
monitor.
of the fastest rally stages in the world.
Slightly, like it's maybe another 2 inches on the diagonal. Once I get in, I'm going to actually
This
see
is
if
the
I can
service area.
adjust the volume settings for the game, because I might have to wait till the race itself actually starts before I can. So bear with me for just a second.
I've provided you with a balanced setup to start with, but feel free to have a look and adjust it to whatever suits your driving style
Nope,
best.
I'm going to leave the vehicle setup exactly as it is. I'll figure that out later. Yeah, let's go with... I don't want to turn on any of the assists.
Okay, the car's all set. But come on back
Because I know I'll
anytime if
get,
you
like,
need more
you know,
alterations.
picked
Good
on.
luck in your first race.
I'll get teased. Here we go. Let's do it. Alright, can I do this? Hey, there we go. Alright, options, audio, and music is going to go way down. We'll go down here. Speech is going to go down like as low as I can make it. Effects, as low as I can make it. Engine. Oh, there we go. I feel I can breathe again. Alright, so back and continue. Oop. Looks like I can already tell that my wheel is not hooked up, so we'll just kind of go with what I got. So after this race, I'll back out of it. I like having the green on there because it does help you somewhat. You know, I'm wondering if my assists are on because it seems like it's automatically slowing me down. All I have to do is steer. I'm definitely changing that. Big jump. Ooh, that's a pretty good sized jump there. And it tightens over the bridge. You know what that means, right? Yeah, it's automatically slowing me down. What a wimp. Here we go. Should be getting pretty close. There we go. Finish line. Alright, that should have been like lightning fast compared to everybody else because I have all the cheats on apparently.
Awesome race. You should upload the highlights onto YouTube
No,
for your
thanks.
fans to watch.
I don't plan on uploading the highlight. Oh, I have one more race I have to do, unfortunately. A little bit of stutter there. The loading screens are a little longish, but not too bad, I suppose. But it's all this extra stuff that you literally have to listen to. They won't like just let you skip through stuff until you've done it once. So bear with me on that. I will do my best to make it as reasonable as possible. I might have to actually restart the game in order to get it to register my wheel. I think I plugged it in after the game was up and running. That or I could... Well, in a minute. Hold on. I guess I could check options, controls. Oh. Wheel. Okay, seems like the wheel is automatic. Feels like... Weirdness. Okay. Oh, vibration and force feedback. I want that on. I think I have everything pretty much on ultra, so seems to be running just fine. Yeah, clearly it's not. Oh, I didn't adjust the difficulties settings. I'll do it after this race. I'm catching up with this guy.
Crest. Keep left over crest. Medium right. Medium left, very long.
Sorry. My bad. I mean, it was definitely my bad because I hit him. Ooh, somebody wrecked out. Bummer.
Easy right. 80. Easy right. Narrows over finish.
Zoom. All right. Now that I've got that out of the way, I'm gonna pop out and see if I can get the wheel to work.
Wow, a podium in your
A podium in your first event, yay. Yeah, it's not that hard. Almost like it's set up that way. Alright, here we go.
What did I tell you?
Yeah.
Racing like that, you're
I
gonna
know.
be a household name.
And more importantly,
Wow.
more teams will want you to race their cars.
That
Brilliant
is more
work.
important. I got a new car. Oh no, that's a new team, rather. And a new livery. Nope, just another new team.
Hey Wolf, you've almost qualified. Stay focused and keep your eyes on the
Hey
prize.
Wolf. Yeah, that's me. Keep your eyes on the prize. Let's see, back me up here. This is the other thing I hated about I hated the UI, you know, the menu selection screen. This is really, really irritating. Options. Can I set it up here? Or do I have to back out of the whole game? Controls. Wheel. Steering dead zone. Yeah, I think I do. Alright. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back, and I'm hoping I've selected it. I chose the next race, which is a rallycross race. The wheel sort of grabbed when I restarted, so I'm wondering if maybe that's an indication. So, here's hoping. We'll do it. Michigan Smelter.
Wasteland, but it's actually home to some of the most challenging races in the world. Industrial tracks give way to off-road conditions, so there's no one way to win any.
Yeah. Oh, I found a skip button. That's a good thing. So my wheel is working because I just was able to select something on the menu. Race. This button. Alright, so I haven't mapped my keys. Nope, apparently not. Never mind. Clearly, I still don't have it set up. Now, I know I changed the... You all saw me do it, right? Wow. The engines are down as low as they can go. Interesting. Well, alright then, I guess. Oh, and I still haven't changed my difficulty setting. Come on. And we're gonna cut on the out, and in the in, and on the out, and on the in, and inside. Well, now. Well, a little grind. Yeah, he slid out. Poor guy. And here we go. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Oh, come on. I don't like it when it slows you down just because there's a car in front of you. And we're in front. Not that big a deal when you've got the game, you know, hitting the brakes for you. So, I'm okay with that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know it was awesome. That's just who I am. Sorry. What can I say? I am who I am. I'm a little annoyed by the fact that it did not. Restarting the game didn't do it. Didn't, you know. Oh yeah, look, another set of liveries. Another team.
That's the way to do it, superstar. You
Hey,
qualified for the final
all
and rock the
right.
podium to boot.
Woohoo.
You're unstoppable.
Yeah, I know.
DC has got a big surprise waiting for you. Your own personal.
Hey, don't give away the surprise yet, Christian.
Thanks,
Oh,
Jack.
no.
Yeah, keep racing as
Spoiler
well as I know
alert.
you can, and you'll find out what it is.
Yeah, let's back it up for a second here. And let's see if now I can make some adjustments in the options, to the controls, to the wheel. Well, choose preset. That's my problem. Knucklehead. That was probably why it didn't happen, maybe. And you guys were probably all screaming at me. Yeah. We'll go back. And then we'll go... Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. We'll go back into it, and we will go back into it. And then once I get in, I'm going to have to... I like this car. Once I jump in, I'm gonna go ahead in and what am I trying to say here? Adjust the difficulty settings, because I'm tired of being a wimp. That's a cross between a wuss and a wimp.
Welcome to Kenya, home of the Safari Rally.
Yeah. Go away. All right. Controls. Vehicle setup, difficulty, no, we'll race. Alright, so as soon as it gives control to me, let's see, does it give... Ah, yes, force feedback is kicked in, that's good. We'll go to... Controls? Wait, what? Right. Okay, evidently I have to do the difficulty settings elsewhere. So, see if I can do this without,
40, medium right. 100, keep left.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, wow, look, I'm doing so good. Aren't I awesome? It's 'cause again, it's slowing me down.
Easy left. 40, hairpin left.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed at that.
Medium right, long.
And force feedback is working, and the wheel is working right now, so that's a good thing.
40, easy right over crest.
So there's that.
60.
That's one step to the problem.
Medium right.
The other step, of course, will be...
Into open hairpin left, long. Into medium right, hairpin left, onto dirt.
The other step. Next step is to figure out how to turn off the assists. I could have sworn I was in race at that point.
40, medium right, into
I could be
easy left.
completely wrong. In fact, I obviously am, because, obviously, if I wasn't wrong, I'd be able to figure it out.
60, easy left.
So Codemasters, of course, is, puts out some of the best looking racing games out there. I'm absolutely not going to go out on a limb and say that their racing games are all 100% better than any other racing game out there. Because then all the Gran Turismo people would scream at me, but the difference is Gran Turismo is strictly a simulation. Well, it's kind of arcadey. I don't know. It's just, I prefer to have a game with damage modeling and somewhat realistic physics to it and whatnot. And I played the original Gran Turismo on the original PlayStation, which, speaking of personal gaming history, there's another tidbit from my past. And I know that was a really interesting game, and I played it through, and I loved it, and I figured out what the best car was, and how to get it to the absolute best level, the highest horsepower and best handling, and all. I had it all nailed down, and it was fun. I played it, so it's not like I hate the game. It's just I prefer this type of game over that one. So I'm not sure about a game like Forza, but one Codemasters game that they put out that was horrible was Fuel. That's that one that was like touting. Let's go to intermediate. Let's see, settings for experience. You'll receive only minor assistance. Your opponents will offer a fair challenge. Pure dirty experience, hardcore drivers. I'm going to start with this one because I want to make sure that I can actually handle the races. But Fuel was great. It was touting this huge open world setting, and it was great. And it was a huge setting. The problem was the content was garbage. It's great to have a big open world setting like that, but if you're going to do that, build that open world with content, people. Don't give us vast openness that the only thing you can do is drive around in it. Because nobody wants to just drive around in a big open area forever. Oh, yippee, we can, race our friends across the huge country or, whatever. Don't get me wrong. Again, the visuals were cool. And then, of course, it reminded me a little bit, remember the movie trailer for the movie Twister? There was always that tractor tire that everybody complained about that was never actually in the movie itself. Well, it reminded me of that because they were talking about real, the weather being dynamic and that you might be driving along and all of a sudden there's a tornado that pops up. Well, there was tornadoes and there was weather, but it was all pre-scripted and it was all part of specific events within the game. It wasn't randomized. They really missed it with that game because they could have had a really good game because people want those open world games. I'm getting... Okay, come on now. So, open world games are a big deal. That seems to be what people really would like to have their hands on because, there's that openness and that longevity and the replayability is all there. But when, I don't know, like Just Cause 2 and Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto and some of those other types of games, Fallout 3, and hopefully what Fallout 4 will be. And in the end, I know I drove that like a pansy, but hey, I still got first place.
As expected.
Yeah, as expected, yes, thank you. So Fuel was a big miss in my mind. And it was unfortunate because I was all excited about it from the previews. And then the most recent one that I was pretty excited about, and it's not a Codemasters game. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it, but it's a fairly new one, and it touts like the most realistic U.S. map in the history of racing games. And then they show you the map, and it's like, right, realistic as in like if you carved out a little corner of New England and stuck it to a little corner of southwestern United States and a little corner of North and made it look roughly the shape of the United States, but actually leave out very large portions of the United States. Then yeah, you could call it realistic. I was disappointed with that one as well. How hard could it be to take like a Google map and take like a 3D environment, racing environment with cars, and then literally just overlay the textures onto a 3D map with the roadways in place and then plop a 3D car in it and race it? How hard could that be in programming? Granted, it's probably big, but still. You would think that they'd, with all this permanently connected online business that people do all the time, that they would be able to find out a way to do that, you know, where it's not always loaded the whole thing. It's only loading where you are in the United States. So if I'm in, for instance, I don't know, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I wanted to race through downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, I could drop my car into Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the game itself would take the map, Google Map image of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is, of course, just a completely random selected city in the United States. And then take the game engine and sort of overlay it over the map. Give it some textures, give it some depth, you know, and it'd all be algorithms and stuff. You know, I mean, it would do it automatically. And I'm sure there's things out there that would be able to mimic something like this. But then after you've got all that done, you have a racing game that is truly open world, where you could literally race any roadway in the United States, like as it exists in the real world, with perhaps real vehicles, or at least vehicles that pretend to be real. So if you had, like, you know, like every one of us did way back when we were learning to drive, we would go on roads and we would often think, man, this would be an amazing road if there were no speed limits. I could probably catch air off of that hill. Or if I were in a rally car, this would probably be an awesome rally track. And that type of game would give you the opportunity to try those things out that, you know, you've always literally always wanted to do. I know I have. I know there's like hills that I drive up occasionally, and I'm like, oh, this would be a cool, you know, uphill rally race, or, you know, something like that. You could go to the Mount Washington Roadway, for instance, which they do a rally race up that every year. And so you could actually do it in game. I've never seen the Mount Washington Rally, you know, roadway in a game. Although in the new Dirt Rally, that actually may end up being a thing, and I would buy the game just so that I could drive the Mount Washington Roadway. So here we go. This is a rally cross side by side, one of those. Oops. Oh, I missed it. Good. Thought I was going to tag the wall there.
60.
Crest jump over concrete. Oh no. Ow. Didn't say anything about being into a fence, though.
Over bridge. Easy right into building. Medium right on exit.
Easy right into the building.
Medium left tighten. Over narrow bridge. 40. Medium right opens long.
Yeah.
Medium right long.
Sorry, buddy. I'm beating you.
Over bridge. Medium right.
I am ahead of him. It's only one lap? Really?
Onto concrete. Easy right. Onto gravel. 40. Medium right.
Yeah, here we go.
60.
Oh, I bogged down my car there.
Easy left. Medium right. Keep in. 60. Medium left long. To finish.
Yeah, buddy. Boom! 1-on-1. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. I might bump it up to advanced. We'll see. I'll do a few more races like that and then see how it goes. So, but for now, I think that's probably a good place to stop, and I hope you enjoyed the conversation. If you have any opinions on those items in my conversation, or if you caught me saying something that was inaccurate, please, by all means, let me know how wrong I was. Just, you know, try to be somewhat kind about it if you don't mind. All right. So until next time, guys, take care.